Yes. Hello, welcome. There's some dual turtleneck action going on today.
Yes.
I'm Caleb. I have Gareth with me, who
Hello.
is the product manager on Ciel Fledge, which is the game you're looking at right now, or at least the title screen of the game that you're looking
Ciel
at right
Fledge, a daughter-raising simulator.
now. Yes, that is the full title of the game.
It actually is, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, pretty much says it on the tin, but Gareth, do you want to tell us a bit more about it before we
I
get
do
into
indeed,
it?
yeah. So Ciel Fledge is actually out next month on the 21st of February, and it's coming to Steam and Nintendo Switch. And as the title gives away to you, it is a game essentially about raising your daughter, or raising a daughter. So it's kind of set in a kind of fictional science fiction future in like the year 3200, roughly. I think there is a specific year, but it's around then. It's the future basically. And in this kind of future, the world has been not destroyed, but maimed significantly by by like a kind of destructive alien force called Gigant. And so basically to combat that, humans have kind of fled Earth. Some of them do remain a little bit on there, but generally humanity's kind of fled Earth, and they now live in these cities built in the sky, which are called arcs. So that's the kind of general setting, and then from there you end up adopting a daughter. So as a kind of default, she's called Ciel, so that's why the game's called Ciel Fledge. But you can name your daughter. So it's quite a strategic game. Obviously, a lot goes into kind of raising a daughter, as me and Caleb are about to find out very shortly. So you have to kind of like plot out her schedule. You pick different hobbies, classes for her to take. And then this all has like a kind of different effect on her. But it's very story driven as well. I wouldn't describe it as a visual novel, but like there are a lot of kind of sequences of talking and different characters.
Visual novel elements.
Definitely
be.
Yeah.
Phrase.
And there's like a lot of different choices you can make as well. And there's actually multiple endings to the game. So
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's
yeah, it's really cool. So depending on how you raise her, what sort of route you encourage her down, you can really kind of change how things play out. And as you see when we're streaming, like one of the other cool things as well is the different activities you do, whether that's a class or at the gym or whatever, they take the form of these kind of puzzle battles. So as well as being kind of simulation like and also a little bit story driven, there's also quite a few puzzles. So if you like sort of match 3 style stuff, there's like puzzles basically as well, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
So that's kind of it in a nutshell. And yes, basically over at least the next couple of weeks, we're going to be
raising us a daughter.
Oh yeah,
Which could go horrifically wrong.
it could.
Yeah.
It could go very wrong. I do believe in us. We're both mature, sensible men. We
We've
have
raised
turtlenecks.
cats. Yeah, exactly. That's also a big one.
Yeah.
I've also raised a cat, which from what I understand is basically the same thing.
Yeah,
as a
pretty
human
much.
child.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Just making sure they're fed and
it.
petted occasionally.
Water
and
as well.
complimented.
That's one that apparently
Yes,
they need.
forgot about that. Yeah, water is important with children and cats.
Indeed. Let's jump in. I don't know if I should get it on PC or Switch. Well, they're essentially the same on both, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it's really up to how you want to play. I think a lot of people who are really into simulators probably traditionally associate that with playing on PC. But, as you've seen over the last couple of years, there's been some really great simulators coming to Nintendo Switch. And there's also touchscreen functionality on Switch as well.
Oh,
so,
I didn't know that. That's very helpful.
yeah, so it makes it a lot easier to transfer the kind of point and click of PC to Switch when you can just basically poke where you want to go, which is cool. So.
Inspired by Princess Maker, then. Technically,
Yes, so that's
right?
quite a big thing. Yeah, so like, it's not. It's I wouldn't describe it like exactly like Princess Maker, but the developers, Studio Namapa, they definitely by their own admission mentioned that there's quite an inspiration from Princess Maker. So I think the last daughter raising simulator, again, more significant one that's been out was Princess Maker. It definitely has its fans. So if you are a Princess Maker fan, then great. I think you'll find a lot to love here. I think the story here is very different. I think the aesthetic, the style, the music is all quite different to...
Princess Maker's got kind of an anime look to it, from what I understand, right?
Yeah.
And this is a bit more...
It's sort of a little bit anime, but it's not as much so as Princess Maker. And one thing to keep an eye out while you're watching is the music. So this is something I've not shut up about in the office since we announced it.
For good reason, to be fair, because
Yeah.
I've heard some of the tracks, and they are... I don't know if you heard while you were... If those of you who are waiting for the stream to start just then, that like track that plays over the title screen is beautiful, but also that's like a nice slow orchestral piece, and then you get the city pop bangers when you get in. Which,
The bangers,
yes,
absolutely. See, Caleb gets it. This is why we're doing this stream, because
Exactly.
everyone else in the office, they just don't get it.
They don't get
quite
that or
appreciate it.
turtlenecks.
Yeah, and they don't own turtlenecks, and they don't appreciate what it means to have a banger in a game, you know, an absolute fruity banger. So
fruitiest bangers.
Absolutely. So keep an eye out for the music. It's really, really good in this game.
I'm hoping I kind of preemptively turn the audio down a bit so we don't get drowned out by it. But if it's a little bit too quiet, let me know and I'll hop into the settings and put it back up.
Pump those bangers up. It's quite soft at the start, but as you see as we play, there's quite a variation. And one of the cool things as well, because you essentially raise Ciel from about 10 years old at the start of the game to 18. And there's kind of there's three sort of different phases through the game. So you have when she's quite young, and then you have a teenager, and then you have an adult. Yeah. And the music kind of changes through the game. So you have sort of similar themes and melodies throughout, but they are kind of played in different styles of music as you go through. So I think city pop's the sort of predominant genre, but there's kind of jazz in there as well, and just sort of like electro synths and funk as well.
Stuff. I believe we've got an interview coming up with the...
We have, yes. So there's a really talented musician called Jasmine Cooper who worked with Studio No Mapper on their last game and a few other games as well. So we've basically spoken to her, and we're going to put our conversation on Steam in a few weeks, actually, along with a couple of tracks from the game, which would be cool. So,
how does colorblind mode work? Do you have an answer for that?
That is a very good question. I don't know the specifics actually off the top of my head, but tweet us or leave us a comment sometime after the stream, and I can definitely give you details. But there is a colorblind mode, which is cool.
So PC and Switch versions are 100% the same, I guess, aside from how you input the controls, pretty much, right?
Yeah. In terms of content and visually as well, not really too much difference between the two versions. So.
All right.
So this is the start of the game. You might have seen there, I realise we're talking over some of the introduction, but basically one of the other arcs, so there's a whole bunch of different arcs, was basically destroyed in an attack by a gigant, and then a lot of people died. However, there is a refugee from this arc who becomes your daughter.
Yes. Okay. So this is Zara, who I think shows up a bit in the story, from what I understand, right?
Yeah, she's a pretty important character.
Okay. We get to pick a name.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Are we going to let chat get involved?
Alright, chat. We can type anything we want here.
Me and Caleb have talked about what we think our first daughter together should be called. But, we're happy to hear ideas. Yes, we're not saying we'll definitely pick them.
This is our name first. This isn't our daughter's name yet. So.
Okay. Oh, sorry, it is ours.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we going to be called then? Are we going to let chat pick that as well?
I think our title absolutely has to be Sir.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah. Can the title be Master? Can you type here? Or... No, I think you have to pick one.
Pick a title, basically.
I think Sir.
So, if it was my suggestion, I think it should be Sir Loin of Beef.
Sir Loin of Beef.
Yeah.
That means our daughter is called Ciel Beef.
Yeah.
Call him Gareb.
Gareb?
Gareb. Yeah, it kind of works, yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine this long, far-flung future. There definitely could
be quite a trendy name in some of the cool bars of Arc 7.
Yeah. Oh man, how do I get to my keyboard?
This guy Gareth, he's a cool guy.
Oh wait, do I have to? Okay, now it's on. Oh, there we go. Gareb. All right, so then we've got Bag and Thompson to combine. If we want tag
Bompson.
Gareb Bompson. All right, that's
I actually quite like the ring of that.
Yeah, that's good.
Chat, what do you think, Gareb Bompson? Bear in mind, this is going to be our name forever in the game now. So
this is going to be how long is this game? Like, it's quite long.
It's pretty substantial.
We're talking like 50, 60 hours, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a substantial game.
Okay. So. How do I get to? Do I hit enter? I don't really want to hit next.
Yes, I think you hit enter.
Okay, great.
Bompson. Bompson sounds like a dance move from the late 80s.
Sir Gareb, do the Bompson. Do the Sir Gareb Bompson.
Like the Bartman.
Yeah. Oh, I missed the Bartman.
Or just do the bomp, son.
Do the bomp, son.
It's just a command.
That's beautiful.
So, yeah, this is quite cool. So when you start the game, you obviously pick your name, but you can pick your background as well. And depending on what you pick, this can have different influence on some of the stats that Ciel has and how you play. So you can see some examples there. So which one are we thinking? Should we look at what's the most dramatic background to begin with?
Surface Dweller. You were born on the surface of an inhospitable planet before being evacuated to the Ark. Spending your childhood in a harsh environment has made you physically stronger than most Ark-born human counterparts. Although you have a less refined personality compared to them. Okay, interesting.
That's pretty cool.
You get altitude phobia, but also your stamina cost for exploration is reduced.
Yeah, so that's quite useful. So later on in the game, as well as these puzzle battles, you then can explore Earth, and you can find items and battle things. And yeah, stamina is really important for that because it drains basically the more you explore.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like me to read the Arkborn?
Maybe let's not read them all out in case we're here for ages making them dramatic. So Arkborn, essentially, you're born on the Ark, you're well educated, you're like all the other dudes in the Ark pretty much.
Yeah.
So you're friendlier, it looks like, but you can only explore for 5 days. That does kind of sound like it does limit it. But then again...
Yeah, friendship can be quite useful because when you build friendships, you can kind of get like more stuff in battle, and also it makes so your friends can help you out in puzzle battles. So by increasing that, that's quite helpful.
Yep, and then there's Vat-Grown Baby, which is you were born in a terrifying genetically engineered...
a really good insult for someone, actually.
You vat-grown baby. How dare you speak to me?
Don't know what the world looks like, you vat-grown baby.
And then you get SPI and battles increased by... That sounds like some Akira kind of stuff. Like,
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I'm assuming that's like your MP or like mana or something, is it?
Yes, so SP... it's pretty much it. It lets you, when that builds up, you can use different abilities.
And then you're less friendly because you presumably don't have a belly button. So
that's a weird kind of prejudice to have over someone.
I suppose so, but
is that what you ask the first time you meet someone?
Yeah, I'm like, show me your belly button. Get out.
Show it to me. Is it an outie? Is it an innie? Or does it not exist at all?
Because if it doesn't, I don't want anything to do with it. Yeah, okay.
So I've normally, when I've played, I've gone Arkborn just because that's me.
Sounds like the most balanced.
Again, I mean, chat. What do you think? Do we want to be this kind of hench simpleton?
Simpleton Bompson.
That's probably not the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Or do we want to be, just... I feel like Arkborn is pretty much just what me and you are like.
Yeah,
I
think
people,
we should pick that.
Okay.
I think Sir Bompson's a fairly normal guy.
Yeah.
Alright, and then we also pick a skill focus, so we can be hench, we can be smart, we can be charming, we can have good imagination, or we can be spiritual.
But only one of them. Can you imagine if in real life you were only one of those things?
Only one.
Intelligent, but you had no physical strength. You were just a
also
weakling.
you just could not speak to people whatsoever.
Yeah.
I tend to go for charm in these kind of games.
Yeah. So
Persona 5, I maxed out charm straight off.
Definitely handy to have.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think which are the most useful things. I think charm is pretty useful generally, to be honest, and intelligence. Yeah, I would probably say go for either charm or intelligence. So we could just go charm.
Let's go charm.
Chat come up. Always go for
charisma.
Go for charisma, yeah. Surface Dweller Gareb has a nice ring.
About charming himself a harem. Yeah, Surface Dweller Gareb. I can't say it.
I'm going to update my LinkedIn with that, I think.
Unless it's like Fallout where low intelligence means you can't speak. Yeah. Well, let's hope not. Let's go for
charm. It should be alright.
Choose your previous occupation.
Yes.
Okay. So you could have been a teacher, which nurturing aura. I guess that's charm stats increased by 10%.
Yep, so that's pretty good.
And then your imagination is reduced by 10%. Then you could be a producer, where your charm is increased by 10%, or your intelligence is reduced by 10%. Don't know what that says about the entertainment of Arc 3. Then you can be a nurse, where your rest activity is doubled, but all skills reduced by 10%. That sounds like it will be good at the beginning, and then
activity
bad late game.
Is doubled. Rest is super useful, and I've made the mistake of not letting Ciel chill out quite a lot in the game. So it's definitely good to have. All skill gains reduced though. Intelligence skills, charisma gains. I think nurse would probably be the most useful out of that.
Let's give it a go.
I like the fact we're going to be essentially knighted for being a nurse though.
Exactly.
Finally, the NHS is getting the recognition it deserves in the year 3000.
So Gareth Bompson, you were among the remnant of humans born on one of the arcs of the planet, strictly disciplined and well-educated since childhood. You're like every other arc citizen. Being on the forefront of hospitality, nurse jobs are often overlooked. To caretaker of the people, both the young, the old, and also the wounded, redacted. The principle of hospitality is deeply ingrained in your heart.
That's nice.
That sounds good.
Good parenting.
This build is fine.
Sir Gareth Bompson, nurse of the people.
Sir Bompson.
Thank you for using my appropriate title.
If you said Mister, I would have kicked off. Right. You might have heard the tragic event befalling Arc 5. Oh, so was that Gigant attacked it?
Yes.
Okay, right. We, the administration of Arc 3, are obliged to help them in any way we can. Unfortunately, the administration lacks the necessary resources to deal with an event of such magnitude. Be real really handy if you had some like extra nurses or something you could send over there. Unfortunately, I don't want to go. So we are asking our citizens to help in any way they can by housing some of the survivors, especially those with special circumstances like this one.
Here she is.
Here she is.
Hey.
You may come in. There she goes.
This is a big moment, Caleb.
This is
our daughter.
This is our daughter.
We get to take her home.
She's beautiful.
She has your eyes.
Yeah. We found her alone on the surface, not far from Arcbire's previous position. Not for the strange beacon shadow, we never would have found her. Peter's big red dot on the radar of one of our rescue planes, and apparently there's no recollection of what happened. The stranger seems to be faring well enough. She's in good physical condition, no abnormalities.
No.
Possesses no psychological damage.
I love how furious Ciel looks at this moment.
Hey.
It's like, where am I? That's all the information I have, so can you tell us your name? Here it comes.
My name is...
Ciel Bumpson. Okay, so yeah, we don't have to name a Ciel. We can name it anything
Any
we want.
ideas? Any suggestions? Could we call her the?
The Bumpson.
So she's doing the Bumpson?
I don't know, because it would just be strange because we won't hear her last name very often. So we'll just be
It's
calling
true.
her the.
I'm just so committed to marketing that I'm just marketing the dance move known as the Bumpson through a daughter.
Someone said Lucy. It's just a very
Lucy
nice
Bumpson?
one.
Yeah?
Betsy the Fourth.
Betsy the Fourth Bumpson. Okay.
Yeah.
Like any more? Any more? I
more.
quite like these. You got any ideas, Caleb? Betsy the Fourth. Betsy Bumpson. Like,
Betsy
kinda
Bumpson
works.
has a bit of a ring to it.
Yeah.
But also that's the name of our shark. I'm sure she won't mind if we also have a daughter called Betsy.
Betsy Bumpson.
Pan T. Stop this.
No. It's not that kind of game. All right.
Erina, go for the PQube strategy. Maybe Betsy.
Yeah, I quite like Betsy actually.
Yeah. All right.
Betsy Bumpson's got a nice ring to it.
I want keyboard input, don't I? Betsy Bumpson. Just call me Betsy. Nice to meet you. How sweet.
Just
Alright.
call me Betsy.
So, am I going to live here now? Sorry. Yes, from now on, you're going to live here, Betsy. Okay then. May take a while before she grows accustomed to you and living here. Betsy, can you wait outside for a moment?
Sir
Something like-
Bumpson,
yes, doing. She's
my
gonna,
liege.
She wants to know how to do the bump, but she's too
Will you put your
embarrassed. to
hands
ask.
over here?
It's a miracle that she is basically unharmed and only suffered memory loss. Maybe it's the best for her. Can't imagine having to live with such awful memories. Now on, you're her only family, Gareth.
Poor Betsy.
I know it's odd that the administration just randomly decided that you need to take care of her. Moreover, it feels very sudden. But please bear with us for her sake too.
Oh man.
She will be under your care for 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
That you could, like, to be honest, it'd be fine if we were looking after her for like 2 weeks. But to
Yeah.
walk up on somebody's doorstep with a child and
Are
be
we-
like, "This is yours."
Are we
for a
ready
decade.
for this level of commitment? Yeah, it's crazy.
At that point, she'll be independent enough. She can decide on her own what she wants to do with her life in future. I think somebody else in the chat before, if that we could tell them how many endings there are.
I actually don't know the exact number off the top of my head, and also that might be a little bit spoilery to
Yeah, I
say
imagine.
at this stage.
Yeah.
So I think we'll leave that. But there are multiple.
Okay, multiple is what we're going with. She is now in the care of Sir Bumpson.
She's in good hands.
This won't be the last time we meet. I expect to see you more frequently in the future. She looks very unhappy.
Who is this guy? What was he knighted for? So what are we gonna do now?
That's the question. That's what I'm asking myself. Dan's gonna be proud of another Betsy in the family. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Yeah. So this is your home.
Why have we got a TV that's so old in the year 3200?
Because CTRs just became a big thing
Yeah,
again.
they just came back. Hi. How about we read this pamphlet?
I love pamphlets.
Love me a good pamphlet, I've got to say. Let's see what it's about. Administration's Guide for Sudden Parents Raising Teenage Children.
Thank God they've got the book on that.
Yeah, because we would have been stumped. I don't think cats transfer over that well. I don't understand what this stuff is about. I'll leave it to you. Alright, so this is kind of... Oh, it kind of talks us through...
It does, yeah, pretty much.
The first bit,
This is
yeah.
basically your kind of home base.
So we've got all that. And then I guess now we can either talk to her.
Yeah, so you can chat to CL, you can kind of look at her stats, you can customize her equipment and clothes, and then ultimately you go off and you kind of schedule her week. But I think you've got to go do some tutorial stuff. It's at this point I'd like to address your attention to the first banger of the stream.
Oh yes, the first banger of
which
the
is
stream.
The child home music that's playing right now. There are many very good instruments in this song. So.
Nice. I'm just going to save. Just for Sign Paradise. Oh, we got an auto slot?
There is auto saves, yeah.
Okay, great.
That's handy.
That's fine. There we go. Okay, so I guess it's telling us to go to the schedule first, so we should probably do that. Right. So you pick like a daily activity for her, right?
Yes, that's right.
But today is a holiday, I assume, because she just moved in?
Yeah.
I suppose. Alright. All available activities will be shown here. Select the desired activity to assign it to the schedule. Okay. So we can give her a... we can go... Oh, okay, we can go to our part-time job.
So the parent activities, we can pick different things. It's also worth mentioning this is not everything you can do in the game. So you unlock all different activities as you go through. This is just a basic list.
Yeah.
So yeah, you basically can choose what you do. So, and obviously depending on what you pick, has a different impact on your income, on CL's mood. So you can do part-time jobs, which is kind of like a middle ground. Basically means you are making some money, but you're also spending a little bit of time with CL. Or you can do overtime work where you earn more money, but you don't spend any time with CL. And you can see you've got like supervise and spoil as well. So.
Yes. All right. So, well, what do you think we should do?
I would say just go part-time jobs to begin with. It's probably...
So we've invited this child into a house and then we're going, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and do some work. I guess, yeah, to be fair. No,
having a child doesn't mean, you can change my life. I've got commitments. I've got a job.
Yeah, true,
Career
true.
first. All right? But maybe over time, I'll learn to love the child more than my job.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's a good arc.
Wow. Yeah, that will be pretty poetic, right?
Yeah.
All right. So then we got feeder. We can have a basic meal plan, which is, food.
Bread and milk.
We can give a scarce, which is probably even less, just bread crusts.
Well, it's half a bread.
Half a bread and like out of date milk, I assume.
And half an apple as well. It's like it's already been munched.
And a lavish meal plan, which is lots of bread.
2 breads,
lots
2
of
milks,
That
3
is
apples.
Incredibly generous of us.
That is, yeah. Like, no one needs that amount of bread.
So that will put our height and weight up. This will put it down, and this will, I guess, keep it the same.
Yeah.
But this costs 100. That doesn't cost us anything, and
Yeah.
that costs us 200.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, she has just moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know how long she's been out in there. We should probably give her quite a good amount of food.
Yeah.
I would say we spoil her a little bit there.
Definitely, yeah. Have a little treat for the first week.
Right. So this is where we start picking her classes and stuff.
Yeah. So you can see it kind of improves different stats depending on which one you pick.
Yeah.
So you have like different skill tiers as well. So the more points you develop in certain areas, you can then unlock like kind of perks. We'll maybe show you a bit more of this in a minute because there's a whole menu for this stuff that kind of lays it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, if you develop your creativity, for example, you can unlock things like it will give you kind of better benefits in puzzle battles and things like that.
Right. So we can either send it to public school or we can send it to one of these like 4 specialised ones. I guess,
so you've got a few days, so you can do like a few different things if you want.
I guess we might as well make it pretty even for now, right?
Yeah.
There's no need to min-max stats.
No, not at all.
Let's get some logic in it, shall we? I hate maths, but
our daughter Betsy will defeat all your arguments with the power of logic and rationality.
Yeah. All right. So we'll have some arithmetics. I think some art is probably important after a long day of maths, right?
Definitely.
Civic education. Maybe you want to get outside. Some gymnastics after that.
So I would say at this point you might want to chuck a rest in there. So if you go up to the top, you can see miscellaneous.
Right.
And then you can throw a rest in. So
that's 3 days on the trot after some gymnastics. You definitely want some rest.
I would say the number one piece of advice I can give anyone playing CL is just get your rest in there, because if you don't let her rest, her stamina drops and she might get ill, and then there might be consequences.
Oh dear.
So you have to be very careful.
Right. What have we got after that?
So you can go back and pick some more activities. If you click on jobs, I think that might just be... Yeah, so you can unlock that for her later in the game.
So what, she can do jobs?
Yes. Can you imagine that on your first week, being like, right,
off
get
to
to work.
Chimney sweep.
I was thinking this is all sounding very Oliver Twist, isn't it? No food, only work.
Please, Mr. Bompson, can I have some more?
More? It's Sir Bompson.
Yeah. All right. What does the holiday bit mean? That's what someone just asked.
Holiday. So you... Oh, what? That's flashing up over there. So because you're basically picking different days of the week, and CL's got its kind of own world and own calendar and different events. There's like public holidays and stuff on the city, which stops you from doing certain activities on certain times. And it also can be related to story reasons as well. So like if there's a particular thing that needs to be done on Earth, for example, or something needs to move along the story, it might be a couple of days are blocked out for like a specific story-related activity.
Oh, okay. So, that also makes me think of Persona again.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yes.
All right. What has she not done yet? She hasn't had any civic education.
Very important.
Guess we should do that. And then the last day, well, she hasn't had any public school yet, but I feel like it's a bit of a downgrade. Well, we might as well do it. Might as well have one of everything.
See what she likes.
And then another rest, perhaps?
Yes, I definitely think that's a good idea.
All right.
So once you're kind of happy with that, you can basically hit next week.
And then we get going, okay. So, what are we going to do? I mean, tomorrow, I heard that I just have to take my time for today since it's New Year or something.
There you go, New Year's Day.
Yes, nice. I'm going to school. I don't like the sound of that. Me neither. All right, I guess I'll do it. Still have no clue what I want to be after all. Hopefully going to school will help.
Betsy,
meeting new friends.
just discover who you want to be.
Exactly.
We're here to guide you on that journey.
Oh wow, this calendar system is...
Yeah, there we go. There was the year 3716.
Right,
so
nice.
we're deep in the future. So this is... Oh, it's kind of cut quite quickly, but you have like an overview screen basically, and it sort of shows her traveling around the city, doing her different things you've scheduled.
Yeah. So then you can like run into different events.
Yeah. So basically, depending on what you've picked, you have different encounters. So every time I see
Gareth,
that name,
what is it going to be like?
Betsy.
Oh look, a new face. Oh, so this is Marco, is it?
Yeah, well remembered.
Yeah. Are you one of those Arc 5 refugees? Marco, please be more considerate.
I'll just go calling someone a refugee.
Yeah. A lot of people got hurt. Don't get excited about it. Jeez. Oh, come on, Vivi. It's not like we can be gloomy all day long. Besides, it's our job to welcome them with open arms.
It's okay.
This is the trailer banger, I believe.
You're right. It is. Yeah. Yeah. See, I told you that Caleb is a very good supporter of the bangers of CL.
Exactly.
So.
When we were working on the trailer, this song was being played a lot around the office, and it would not leave my brain for a long time.
Very catchy and nice.
She's like, it's okay. I don't remember the horrible traumatic event I went through. So it's cool. My name is Betsy. Nice to meet you. This is Sir Gareth, my caretaker.
That Betsy name just makes me think she's got an American accent.
Yep.
I'll be Betsy.
I'm Betsy. I'm gonna attend school today. Wow, then we're heading the same way. I'm Marco, soccer player extraordinaire. That's a bit much, really.
That's quite an extravagant introduction.
Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you too. Caleb's spoiling names. Leave me alone. I found it out 3 seconds afterwards. Right, we're heading to school, and I'm Vivi. Nice to meet you. Aspiring to be a musician. So, an aspiring musician and a soccer player. Marco, soccer, food or something?
Because remember, it's the year 3716.
That's
Maybe
true.
football doesn't exist.
If I remember correctly, yes. Not many people are playing it now.
No.
Yeah. Maybe soccer just became extinct in Arc 5. Boo. Becky, hey. Ha, scared you. This is Becky. She really likes playing pranks.
That was a hell of a prank.
So I did a post about her earlier. Does she not also like guns? I think.
Yes, she's into guns. Yeah.
Interesting. Come on, teachers don't like slackers.
They like guns.
They like guns. She's right. I'd better hurry. See you later. Alright. This will be good.
Off to school with you, Betsy. Feeling very emotional right now.
Oh, it's the girl from Little Nightmares. It does look a bit like her.
The girl from Little... Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah. Yeah, can't remember her name.
Okay, so we've got some trees. So these are like social links with each character.
Yeah,
guess, right?
So that was the thing about the perks. They're called focus trees. So yeah, depending on what you develop, you unlock new stuff, which is cool.
Nice.
So.
Wow, look at these weird things. Betsy, don't say that. To be honest with yourself, Vivi, everyone takes this class to make weird things. Oh, it's not simply about making weird shapes and sculptures, you know.
Hey, look at that squiggly arm thing.
I'm with Ciel on this one. Or
Yeah.
Betsy, sorry. Hey, don't touch them without permission.
No respect for art.
Oh, and this is Zara again.
Yes.
Alright. Having a chat. To bed we go. Gymnastics class. Ouch! My butt! Hard landing, huh? Yeah, I missed it. It wasn't that hard. Gymnastics is basically the core of most physically intense activities. That's why they set up difficult training for us.
Grr, I'll make sure I land properly next time. So you're obviously stopping quite a lot at the minute because it's the start of the game.
It's all
different
new,
characters.
but I guess like after that it will be like you have to do 5 more of those
Yeah.
classes for the next event or
Yeah.
something.
And you can see as you're moving, like all of her stats are changing. So like
Yeah.
there, stamina's dropping, but because we had a rest day, it went back up. Who's this one called? Caleb.
That would be...
Test your seal knowledge.
I did a post about this the other week. I remember. Amira, there we go. Yes. So she's in the military, right?
She is.
Yes.
She's also quite elusive.
Mm.
She just wants to do military stuff. She wants to hang around with kids.
Mm.
Yeah, we've got speed up buttons as well at the top right. You can see, so it shows the month and the day and stuff, and then you can kind of speed things up depending on.
We'll leave it for now, but
yeah, we're fine.
I can imagine that's helpful.
Yeah, later on when you've got like less encounters and you just kind of want to get through the week quickly,
you just set up
you can
and
do
you're
it.
like, all right, what's next? Kind of thing.
But it's good to slow it down sometimes so you can keep an eye on like her stamina, because obviously her stats change quicker as you go faster as well.
All right, so we spent 300 credits, I guess, and then we've gotten this skill progression.
Yeah, so you get a little weekly report at the end of each week, so it shows you what friendships you leveled up.
Looks
Again,
like good pals and Becky here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Again, a little bit Persona-like in that you kind of level up your different friendships, and that's where your dollar coming in from your job as well.
Yeah. Oh, and we've got more dollar than when we started, so
That's good.
That's worked pretty well.
That's good budgeting.
Did we not get any items? I guess not.
Don't think so. We'll start getting some more a little bit later.
How fast can you speed things up? If I remember correctly, pretty fast.
It's
from what I
5
remember
times
seeing.
fast, I think. So
Yeah.
you can do it quickly.
That was one busy week. Speaking of which, I have an assignment tomorrow. There's going to be a class about learning focus or something. The assignment said, I need you to teach me about techniques. Okay.
I know loads of techniques, Betsy.
Many. It's inside the child menu, which is easy to find. I really hope when I have a real kid this happens, because I'm going to be lost.
I could just see you shouting to your future wife,
Open child
Where's
menu.
the child menu? It's crying.
Yeah, it's crying. Where's the bottle item? Alright, here we go. Right, so to configure techniques your daughter can use, you can access the technique menu. You can only configure the techniques that will be used in this menu, so make sure you set an appropriate set of techniques for the upcoming battle. That's a little bit of a...
It's like Mass Effect 2's suicide mission here.
Yeah.
It's coming. Yeah, so basically this is related to the puzzle battles that I mentioned. So as well as the general puzzle mechanics that you'll see in a minute, you basically pick different techniques. And yeah, you'll see you basically have to pick different coloured cards to activate them, and they do different things. So
I see. So there are fight battles and score battles. So I'm assuming score battles are kind of like a more abstract interpretation of doing something.
yes, so you have different ones. You have one where you have to basically basically get a score. Others are one where you have to like defeat someone by doing it quicker than them, and then there's others where you have to draw a particular amount of colours. It's basically sort of different types of puzzle battles. So
Okay, and so they will have a cost and an element and properties. So it's kind of standard RPG stuff, right?
yeah.
That's all I can
It's
explain.
probably simpler than it looks, to be fair. You can kind of go quite deep with this stuff, but once you start playing the battles, it kind of makes sense pretty quickly. So.
All right, so she will definitely need a drop kick at school tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the teacher's saying stuff.
And a spin? Do a spin that looks good. It sure does. Give some thought.
So glad we could teach this. Caleb.
Yeah. Give some thought to your next actions. I'm glad she has the ability to think. That is
Thinking, drop kicking, and spinning.
Yeah.
That's all you ever need, really.
I can't wait to use them tomorrow. Let's get an early night, okay?
So before we go to bed, it's probably worth just mentioning quickly about the house, because basically from here, so you've obviously got your schedule, you've got your different menus, so you have the technique stuff, you've got equipment, you can, in fact, you might want to have a look quickly. If you go on the child menu, and then go to focus tree, so this is what we were on about here, so you can see, the focus tree is a graph that acts as a plan for you to guide your daughter's growth. It mostly contains rewards such as techniques and items. When in doubt, consult this menu and attempt to clear some of the nodes. So yeah, you can have a bit of strategy to it in that, you can decide what things you want to get. So these are stuff you've already unlocked, I believe. Yeah.
Right.
So if you keep going to the right, it should show you. Oh, maybe you haven't unlocked them yet.
Okay.
But basically, this will fill up with like different sort of trees of focus that you can kind of unlock, and you get different things.
Oh, see, it's kind of
There
like
you go, yeah.
achievements then.
Yeah,
so,
a little bit, yeah. And you can see you get a cheesecake, which is nice.
And then we got our friendships here as well.
Yeah.
So we can level those up.
Yeah, so I think you'll start unlocking more stuff as you kind of get further on. But yeah, you've got that, and then probably worth having a quick look at the status menu, just over on the left. So from there you can see kind of everything about her as well.
Cool, okay, so she's not very strong or smart, but very charming.
Yeah, extremely charming.
Very disciplined and And not very stressed. That's good. That's good.
And like you'll see her height actually does increase as you go through the game as well.
Yeah,
So.
I saw on the save screen. I guess it shows you there.
So here are your traits. So like I was saying, you can unlock these by completing some of the focus tree stuff, and you basically get more traits. And I think these ones we got here are pretty much just from the ones we got at the start from what we chose for our background and stuff. So yeah, it's quite a lot of stuff there. Yeah, and then you've got a mailbox, so you'll get different messages from people depending on what's happening in the story. Generally, it's pretty story related, a lot of this stuff, but they're quite cool. They're good for world building. They give you like a bit of extra information and lore about things, which is cool. So
that's always
Sir Bompson.
Hi, Sir Bompson.
Which is really cool. And then you can, I don't think we've unlocked different rooms yet, but you can go around different rooms as well.
And then we can just talk to her like this as well, right?
So we can chill out and have a chat.
What is it?
Show some goddamn respect.
Sir Bompson. What do we want to talk to her about? Let's talk about the ribbon. Why she got a ribbon on her head? My ribbon? I don't remember anything about it. I've had it with me as long as I can remember.
Wow.
I don't think there's anything special about it. Well, I don't really want to do this because that seems a bit traumatic. She doesn't seem to care. So maybe I'll just say that's nice.
Oh, yeah, might as well.
Yeah. Maybe it was something precious to me. I'll make sure that I can take care of this ribbon properly then. Alright.
Clean it regularly.
Yes. What does this one do?
So I think it's usually related to like whatever's happening in the story or kind of objectives.
Right, so I guess you set up the schedule and then it ends automatically, right? Is that?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
It might be worth saving quickly, actually.
Yes.
Just to show our due diligence, because it's always important to save. We should have always saved anyway, but
it's
good to do it just in
saved in
case.
the auto slot, which seems a bit redundant, but oh well. Okay.
And then, yeah, we'll schedule the next week, shall we?
Alright, so I guess it saves your last week by default, but
it does, yeah. And you can actually, you see at the top they've got the 6 different slots, so you can unlock like more as you go on, and it basically means you can basically pre-organize weeks. So if like 1 week you want to have something that's like super physics based, you can have like one set up for that, or if you want one that's like more creativity based or exploration based, you can do that basically.
And then you can quickly access your skills.
Yes.
Cool, okay. Well, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't just do the same as last week.
Yeah,
Seems to work.
I think we had a good balance going. So just hit go.
She's grumpy on that loading screen.
She is, because she's got to go to school tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, class. Have all of you done your assignment? All set, miss. Locked and loaded, man. Surprised that Becky, the gun freak, didn't say that.
I know.
I filled them all in, miss. Good. Class can start without any hitches. Let's begin.
So it's probably worth examining the tutorial.
Yeah.
So this is for puzzle battles.
Oh, cool. Okay. Quiz battle. Drop kick. Drop kick the teacher. You will run into many difficult situations. Quizzes, auditions, debating, or even life-threatening events. They all require your focus. So, to focus on ourselves, to get through those difficult situations, we have to imagine this diamond grid thingy. Well, more or less. Okay. Things you need to pay attention to in battles are... Okay. Diamond grid requires extension of this protocol. Battles can be won after filling the battle condition, but generally she will lose when her HP drops to 0 or time runs out.
So there's different kind of objectives. So sometimes it's a score, sometimes a HP thing. When you start exploring Earth, it's kind of more like a turn-based RPG battle.
Right. So, the main goal of these battles is to complete the So I guess this is a quiz battle, right?
Yeah.
We're not beating up our teacher.
No.
Cards are representations of used tactical ability. Okay. Decks of 52 cards with each colour consists of 13 cards. The amount of cards you can deck will never change. The order you should get the cards is randomised. Hold up to 9 cards at a time in your hand, and then a new card. Okay, so the diamond is like your hand, is it?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Okay, and then you just want to match them together as basically what...
So you basically need to just pick 3 colours, and then if you can't get 3, there's like a few different things you can do to like get what you need basically.
Okay, so we follow her instructions. Alright. Choose a red card.
Go on, Caleb.
Let's go for that one. Say set card, but card cannot do anything, so you will set 3 of the same color cards. So 2 more red cards, that one and that one.
Nice. There you go.
Great.
So you got a little score there.
So you execute set.
Yeah.
This is the most basic way to complete instructions. It can decrease your score, decrease your opponent's HP. Apply, execute a set of different colours. That will stagger you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's a big pain in the ass if you're doing quite a hard challenge.
Right.
Because basically what it means is you have like a little time where you can't do anything. So
And I guess there'll be situations where you can't match 3 cards, right?
yes, so you have to do it quite quickly.
7 things you can do to get your desired card. Okay, so you can discard some. Demonstrate
Yeah.
this. Please set 2 red cards. Cool.
No more red cards.
So we discard.
So you have to discard the select card, the cancel button, swiping down the selected card. So I
it's
think
drag
you
it down.
right click.
Okay. Let's discard that one then.
Yeah. So if you keep
Okay,
going
yeah.
until you get basically a red card. There you go.
We can set that, and there we go. Nice. Okay.
Discarding sure is useful.
Yeah, not a phrase I use particularly often, but so cards are not infinite.
No.
Run out of cards, so I got shuffle. High intelligence decreases the retouch time.
Yeah. So you can see how having different stats can kind of influence playing the puzzle battles.
Yeah. Okay, so press the. Can I click it, or do I have to press Q?
You're gonna have to wait until it counts down.
Oh, I see. So I have to wait 40 seconds. Or can I just set these 3 here?
Shuffle your deck. Give it a try.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not allowed to set them.
There you go.
Oh, impatient, are you?
I didn't want to spoil the joke,
Oh,
Caleb.
man. So they just make you.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, there we go.
Sarah's done us a solid and shuffled it
Yes.
for us. So.
Handy, my card's back. Please be aware the shuffle needs to be recharged after use. Okay. So the faster you can... And then a reset, something else, is it?
Yeah. So basically with reset, it just basically means, so you can see here, you picked 2 different colours.
Yeah.
You can just quickly hit reset instead of having to play the wrong hand,
Oh,
basically.
okay, right. So you can...
Yeah.
But you can, most of the time, you don't want to be in that position anyway.
No, you probably just want to try and pick the correct ones as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Oh, so the techniques take the little... So you, for example, you set 3 reds and then you get red and then that drop kick takes
Yes.
a red and a yellow.
Yes, that's
Right,
right.
okay, that makes sense. Right, so... do I want to drop kick my teacher? This doesn't seem like the best first impression. Alright, so... we can't shuffle.
Be sure that the power stock is sufficient to be able to use either and match 3 yellow cards to gain a yellow stock.
Well, should we just match 3 greens? Because we can.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. And then we've got 2 yellows.
Yeah.
And then, so I can gamble here, right? I can do 2 yellows and just hope that another yellow comes in after.
Yes. I mean, you pick 2 yellows and then just keep discarding the greens, basically.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. You got the third one.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Great.
So now you've unlocked them, basically, because you've drawn them.
Yeah.
So here you've got to press F and left is the shortcut to use it, basically. Or you can you just click on it? Yes, you can. Okay.
I'm drop kicking my
Sorry.
teacher.
I was playing on Switch recently
Yeah.
where you just do the shortcut.
This is how a technique works. Neat. Okay. And many challenges in no time. It's a bonus lesson that's cool for help. Okay, so
They're
there's
there
like
to
a
help you batter the teacher.
symbolic dropkick.
Yes. I think the puzzle battles, for me, the way I would phrase it is they kind of symbolise the challenges of daily life, is how I like to think of it.
Click the thing with her face on it. Oh, yeah.
She just smashed that test.
Okay. Shut that friendship nonsense up, Marco. It's annoying. Jeez. Alright. This is the end of today's lesson.
Absolutely
Class
savage
is
from
dismissed.
Becky.
Yeah.
Don't you dare call me friend, Marco.
How dare you?
I'll have you.
Alright, so we didn't get any items.
If anyone's got any questions so far, just shoot it into the chat.
It's proved quite useful. Make sure I put it to good use.
So it's pretty, like any kind of decent battle system, there's a little bit to learn, but it's quite simple when you get into it. But some of the different kind of puzzle battles that pop up can be quite hard. Like there's some where you've got to draw like 10 sets of 3 greens basically, and you've got to do it in like 60 seconds.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine it becoming difficult. Ooh. Okay, so this is going to be a battle then.
Yeah, so you
wish
can
we could
accept them, but it basically drains your stamina. So if
Right.
you're tired out, don't accept them. Otherwise, you might get knackered out,
Okay.
basically.
And
so
then the rest days will give us stamina
recover
back,
it. Yeah,
Right.
10 sets. You've got to do it as quickly as possible, basically.
Oh boy. Okay. This isn't too bad. Spin. Nice. What? I lost?
I think that was because
Mhm.
you did a technique rather than a set.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to do any technique.
I think so. Yeah.
Ah. Well,
I
you
guess
live
that
and
wasn't
learn.
too clear, but never mind.
Or Ciel got excluded for spin kicking
Yeah.
teacher.
Just one drop kick too many at
Yeah.
school. It's very much a symbolic drop kick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Haunted channel. I wonder who that is. Faster to play it on Switch. Depends really. I quite like the touchscreen on Switch, and you can literally do puzzle battles just like blum blum blum.
Oh, that probably would be easier.
Yeah, it's not too dissimilar to clicking really, I guess, in terms of speed.
She's getting tired out. Oh, okay, okay. No, our
Yeah.
rest days were useful, for sure.
So she's got minimal stress as well, so that's
Yeah.
good.
Where's my dollar?
Just want to see that money
There we go.
flowing in.
Yeah, once again, we're staying alright. We're financially stable.
In the green.
Bit, yeah.
It's definitely good to have some money here and there.
Mhm. Where is she?
I don't know, Caleb.
Oh.
Where has she gone?
Or
Could she be in another room, perhaps?
in another room? Can I afford that? I am. I'm on the balcony. Seems dangerous. The administration's home manual for dummies.
I can
Stop it! I know where she is.
You can skip if you want. It's quite simple.
I
so.
assume, yeah, that's just different.
I know where she is.
Okay, meditation is now available. Interesting. All right, let me out there.
So you go on the house button to the right there.
Let's see. And then we want to go to the balcony. That's
Yeah.
where she is. Aha. What's up,
All right, Betsy.
Beza? This house. This room is so spacious. It's an apartment, right? Well, I mean, it's a balcony, so.
Nice to have a balcony for sure.
Never thought I'd have a new family member so soon.
Prove worthwhile. It's very deep.
Yes. Alright. Have you lost your child already, guys? No, I found her. She was just unattended in a balcony with
She
a
was-
100-foot drop next to it. It's fine.
She didn't jump. No one got hurt.
Yeah. Okay, let's try mixing things
Still
up.
have no clue what I want to be. Same here, Betsy. Wow.
It's all a bit too real.
Spark inside me. Focus tree on new activities, I think.
Okay, let's see.
Got another banger playing at the minute. It's a little bit more chill this one, but it's got a good bop to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Bopson. Bompson.
Bop
Okay,
for
so
Bompson.
let's look on the focus tree here. Get some blueberry gum. Alright, so we can start specking into something, I guess. if we
Yeah.
want to, right?
I like to make it sound like a hardcore action RPG.
Yeah. yeah.
Gonna smack her into a freaking tank, man.
That's essentially what's going on.
Turn her into Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins. That's
Betsy
Bompson. Oh man, that's a meme I've not heard in probably 10 years.
Bringing it
maybe
back
more.
in the year 3716.
Yes.
Leroy Jenkins lives on.
He's worshipped as a deity at this point. Right. Actually, let's save. For starters.
Some diligent saving.
And then I guess we'll go through one more week.
Yeah.
I suppose. All right. So if we want to, let's mix it up this time. How much was she enjoying the art? She just thought it was a bit.
Yeah, we could try something out. I think we've got meditation now, so we might want to
Oh yeah.
swap
chuck
one of those
some-
out. And yeah, we've got socials as well now.
So you can just hang out with someone for a day.
Yeah, I think you have to do it on the weekend though.
Oh, okay. She has to go to.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's keep the gymnastics in there.
Mhm.
I think probably the public school is the least helpful, right?
Meditation's definitely more important than public school.
Let's throw some meditation in there into the mix, and then maybe we should swap out one of the rest days for hanging out, or the
Yeah.
last one, and then maybe swap out the civic education for another rest day.
Yeah, so you could You could probably, because you have to put, on the weekend the social stuff. So yeah, maybe chuck one there.
Okay. Social. Who do we want to hang out with?
Well, we've got Zara, who's just boring adult.
She's old. I don't know why we'd want to do that. Vivi,
Zara's probably our age.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to hang out with my dad's friend.
Ugh. Lame. All right. These three are the prime candidates.
Becky's into guns, as you said, so
Maybe
I don't know
it's
if
best to get on our good side then.
Well, I was thinking I don't want my daughter hanging around with that weirdo Becky with the guns.
That's true. But apparently she did seem to like her the most so far.
Yeah, that's true.
She got the most social points in there.
Marco likes soccer, which is the worst sport ever.
Yeah, true. If it was basketball,
objectively terrible.
Yeah.
Vivi.
It's just she's.
I don't know what's Vivi's thing right now.
She's just kind of fine. She's just there.
Yeah.
She's alright.
That's alright.
And no, it's just the two wild cards or Vivi then.
Vivi.
I think it's gonna have to be Vivi.
Yeah.
Just for now.
We need to raise her right.
Right, and then let's lose the civic education for some rest.
Such a boring phrase.
Civic education. Alright, let's see how that goes. And we're still going to feed her lavishly.
Do we want to get some extra dollar in for this week?
We're still on the part-time jobs here, aren't we? So.
Yeah, do you want to work overtime?
Oh, I don't think we need to, yeah. We're kind of alright. I'd rather look after my mental and physical well-being.
This is why I'm raising a daughter with you, you're stopping me from working myself to death.
Exactly, right. You would be a mess without me. Right. Vivi's a JRPG fan. Is 2 rests in a row worth it? Well, I don't know. I think it's fine. 3
It's
turns
probably
per
good time,
hour. 15 Hey, no sleeping. Alright.
Come on, Betsy. Keep your head in the
Get
game.
it together. These guys again. These clowns.
Stay away from my daughter.
Good afternoon, Lucky Ure. Welcome.
Hello.
Alright. You probably didn't need 2 rest days. Oh, maybe actually. Maybe.
I'd say it's better to do more rest days than you think, because I've been caught out with it a few times.
Vivi buys every game PQ puts out.
Keep her away from her then.
Child. Huh? Why is she out alone, and who is this strange lady?
The time is near.
That is beyond ominous. The time? What are you talking about? She just throws a clock at her.
Ellipsis. Throws a clock at her.
The time would be near then. And she just walks away without saying anything else. Sir Gareth, do you know her? Why did nobody else notice her? That's even weirder.
It's kind of freaked me out asking that question.
You implying we're daydreaming the same thing? Oh look, we are getting along well then.
She's got an imagination. Just like her dad's.
Alright. Sensory Master. Sensitivity Master. There we go. Okay, so we're hanging out with Vivi. Plus 50 on Vivi. We're good pals with her now.
Nice.
Right.
It's good to have friends.
So we're good at being creative and athletic.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a little bit of spirituality or something.
Yeah.
Nice. Alright, so I think we got a level up there. Did we?
Surely.
Or is it like 1 point off?
Could be.
Oh man, it might have been. What a shame.
So as you basically progress, you kind of get more activities.
Yeah.
As she gets older, she can kind of join the military and stuff. Oh yeah, and the shops. You've unlocked the shops now as well,
right, okay.
so you can put that into your activities.
Let's go shopping today. We got some mail. But I have to check my schedule first, I guess. Let's see.
Shopping district is now open. I think that's your new message there.
Oh yes, that'll be it. Nice. Okay, so we can go to the shops. So we can schedule that at some point next week.
Yeah.
I think we can probably maybe lose the social and we can go shopping.
Yeah.
And then probably leave the rest of it the same. And then we'll have a little bit less money next week, but
yeah.
Then we can think about working overtime when we need to, I guess.
So when you go shopping, you'll see in a minute, you actually choose what you can buy, so you can get items and things.
Oh, nice. Okay, let's go. The military. No daughter of mine is going to war.
Wow. There's a massive alien to fight.
Maybe we
in
have
the
no
future.
choice. Hello, Vivi. Are you attending this course too? Ah,
Yes, I am.
My second time here, refreshing. How are you, Betsy? Oh, it's just... Alright, we got another battle.
Yes.
Here we go. Is it pretty much the same, or...?
I think it's roughly the same. You might be right. I'm sure I can talk you through it.
Okay. Should we
Yeah,
skip
let's do it. You're going to die now, aren't you?
Heard from my parents that there might be several factors that can disturb you in score battles. It's a worrying thing to hear. It's very unlikely to happen when you're storm training, so don't have to worry about it now. Okay, so now we're level 1 VV. There we go.
Yes.
Over again.
It's a mirror.
Why are you bothering me while I'm trying to learn art? Scary military lady. You again. That's none of your business. Oh, okay. Hello. You're a peculiar one, aren't you? How you live in amnesia course? You're a caretaker, Mr. Gareth.
It's Sir Gareth, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, yeah, you should just call us... How dare you?
I think she's flipping higher and mighty than us just because she's in the military.
We've been knighted, apparently, at some point.
Yeah.
So, I'm an infantry captain. I kind of wish we could have been Captain Gareth now.
Yeah, that
good.
would be a good name.
Yeah.
Captain
Captain
Gareth
Bompson.
Bompson.
She's so cool. Cool. She seems a lot stiffer than me where I've seen her somewhere before. Well, I don't think I have seen her somewhere before, so I guess we'll say that. So calm and collected.
I'm supposed to say that we're cool. Let's see.
Oh, alright, we're gonna have to go for it, right?
Do it. Oh, your stamina is quite low.
Oh man. I
Execute
think it's the rest
4
aid.
red sets.
Yeah.
Okay. You got 40 seconds.
Okay.
Actually, this is another little mini tutorial thing, so you
Okay.
should be alright.
It's like time stopping. Oh, okay, so that's like you can stop the time, right?
Yeah.
Burst mode. Your daughter has a latent power where she can focus so intensely as if time around her. That's pretty good. I wish I had that.
Pretty handy.
I wish I had that in bed in the morning. That's always when I thought time stopping would come in handiest.
Yeah, have those extra couple hours.
Ah!
Nice.
Oh! No! Okay. I just do it too quickly. How many? Yep. Yep. And yep.
One more.
Yep. No! Where?
It's okay. Hit burst.
Yeah. There.
So what burst does is now you just keep clicking it.
Oh, I can spam it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
nice.
basically burst turns them all into like one
Oh,
colour.
okay, right.
So
they
you can
do
just
any
keep hitting
colour
them
you want,
basically.
yeah. Nice. She has the power of Zawardo. You understand that joke?
No, I don't.
reference?
I'm laughing politely, but I'm like, I don't get that reference.
That's also what the horror... Same character as the horrifying noise from the sound quiz. Yeah.
Ah.
he can stop time and he yells...
Zawade.
Well, it's the world, but yells it in Japanese. So it's like, Zawardo.
Which series of JoJo's that? Is that Stardust Crusaders?
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I've not seen all of that. I only got like halfway through.
I recommend... That's probably my favourite one of them all.
I do like it, but I was a Joseph Joestar fan.
Yeah,
Joe
that's
Taro,
like
so-
a lot of my friends are, to be honest. They love themselves some Joseph. I guess this is the sanctioned version of Spacing Out. Here goes. Oh, she's meditating. That'd be a pretty nice place to meditate, to be fair.
Shopping.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, we can go
Going
anywhere.
shopping with my dads.
Yeah.
So I think you can basically, with the time you've got, you can go to like 3 different stores, I think.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
warehouse.
I mean, we've got 10,000, so you might be able to buy us some clothes actually.
we
Should
are
be quite
balling
cool.
a little bit, actually.
Yeah, doing okay.
Should we go to... This looks like a clothes shop.
Yeah, give it a try. It might be a little pricey, but let's have a look.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, that's very expensive. Oh, we shouldn't have come here. We can't afford this.
I like the green cape.
The green cape.
Yeah.
Because it's the cheapest thing.
Yes. Or we could get her a cardi.
Moccasins. I think a cardigan might be nice.
Yeah, that's quite a smart 80s looking
Yeah.
white cardi.
Yeah, I think the white is probably...
That's like
probably the
something
one to go
a
with.
Japanese city pop musician would wear, so it's
Yeah.
very appropriate.
Let's go for that. That was quite expensive though, and we are going to leave now.
My daughter's bankrupted me because I bought her a cardi.
Boy, I'm starving. So Gareth, how about eating over there? My classmates, so I should try it. Alright. It's pretty packed. Welcome, what can I get you? Let's see. Giga Lobstro cheese curry.
Every time I read that, I get hungry.
It does sound pretty good, to be honest.
I'm basically just thinking of a katsu made with a giant lobster.
Oh, I had a katsu curry last night. Didn't have cheese on it though.
No?
The only place I found that does that is Coco Chibania. Which, if anyone lives in London or anywhere close or finds himself in London, go to Covent Garden. Go there.
Yeah, there's not many other places that do it, is there? Where did
really.
you get your katsu from?
Just wasabi.
Nice. Shrimp
Holy
spreads
moly.
inside my entire mouth. Cheese curry wonderfully. It's genuinely making me hungry.
Yep. I'm gonna go home and eat food after this. Giga Lobstro. Ooh. One bad boy. 1 Giga Lobstro can feed over 1,000 people. So this is Persona and Monster Hunter in one game.
I like Juno.
He
He
seems
finds
like a good
monsters, makes mad
Makes
curry.
What a good guy. Alright.
So we can go to a couple more if we want to have a quick look at maybe the food bazaar, maybe?
Yeah, this is stuff you buy for home, I guess.
You can get like some healing items. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, okay, maybe not.
That was a
I think
wrong
I'm
call.
good. Sportsway.
Why not? Maybe we should leave it for now.
I think that one cardigan was more than
bankrupt
enough.
us.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. The week result. So yeah, VV is now level 1. We're in the red pretty significantly.
But we got a nice cardie for our daughter. That's
lovely.
good dadding so far, Caleb.
Yeah, I think that's some excellent dadding. Yeah. Oh, we got a little event.
A little cutscene.
We got a parcel. Oh, blueberry bubblegums. Oh, it's because we you aren't going to force feed me. Nice.
I
Alright,
think
sweet.
there's a little pamphlet, but we don't need to read it. It's fine.
That's all that. Alright, well, I think that's probably a good place to leave it off
I
for
think so, yeah.
today. That was a bit Ciel Fledge. I'm quite into this so far.
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
liking
That was
the
fun.
light, yeah. So, I guess we will continue our adventures in dadding.
Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed
next week.
watching it. Yeah, we'll be playing some more next week, won't we? And then, yeah, like I said, it's coming out on Steam and Nintendo Switch on the 21st of February, so it's not too long now until launch.
Are there cheat codes for the game? I would doubt it.
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Not that I know of. I've not been trusted with the cheat codes.
Yes.
And I wouldn't want to use them either, because you can't cheat in real life when it comes to raising daughters. So.
Indeed. Yes. Anyway, so that'll do it for today. Come
Yeah.
back this time next week for some more Ciel Fledge action. The Adventures of Betsy. As I'm
Dad
calling it now.
Simulator
Dad
2K20.
Simulator. The best one. Also, pop back on Wednesday if you'd like to see our publisher stream, where we're going to be answering some questions about the games industry in general and that sort of stuff. So that'll be really fun. And yeah, that'll pretty much do it for today.
Nice.
I'm going to save before we go over the auto, even though it's
Very
auto.
sensible to get the save on the go.
Right.
Right.
Yes. See you
Have a
next
nice
time.
evening off. See you later.